Alright y'all, we're back with another Tower God New World videos. Today we're going to be covering a mode that you're going to be unlocking after you do 12-20, so it's going to be further along in the story, and it's going to be Underground. You're going to see it right here. I'm pretty sure most of you already noticed that this was locked previously. Of course I unlocked it, so here we're going to get right into it. So basically it's going to be very similar to the mock battle, except you're going to be fighting Data. Data's a hard, and then of course after each season changes, you'll be fighting other Datas. So next will be Data Mashani, and then later on in the future when they add Data Uruk, and so on and so forth. So of course every time you make a team, it's going to vary a lot, because you'll have different characters that you're going to be fighting that do different things, different abilities that might actually hinder you or may even help you. Who knows? So over here you're going to see as well that you have a formation. And so for example, in this fight, when you fight the heart, this is how your formation is going to be. But when you fight Masheni in a different season, the formation is actually going to be a lot different. So normally you want to position your front runners, example, like these top two, would be your tank and maybe a warrior, or maybe two tanks. But then when you go to the next one, the positioning might be a little bit different. Like you might have it might be like two, might be one front and then four back. Who knows, it changes. So you guys probably won't be seeing this for a while unless you're a big time spender or a whale. So we'll cover that a lot later. I'll probably make teams for each boss. So of course, just like Quant, you do have an accumulated damage score that you can see, like with all the rankings, except in this, you're actually competing with other players. So, you have this. So Underground Laboratory ranks are determined based on damage dealt to the bosses, and then the ranks follow from lowest to highest: bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, master, and grandmaster, right? And then you have your rewards. So you'll have crystals depending on your rank. I'm only bronze 4 or something like that, I believe. And then you get data shards, which are a currency that we'll get into in a bit. And then you have your underground pass coins. Let's talk about the underground pass coins first. Underground pass coins, of course, just much like the mission pass and the conquest pass, you just do the mode. You play the mode and then you get the coins, right, from your rank, and this will allow you to collect more. Well, for here, for example, is just XP loot. The loot the amplification XP loot. Yeah. So of course you have your free track and then you have your paid track. In my case, I bought the paid track because, more XP means more progression, and it, progress a little bit quicker than others. And do keep in mind, you do only have 5 attempts per week. Just want to get that clear. So probably do it like the very last thing of the season, like the very last day, Next, we have data shards. As many of you noticed over here in the control center in the bottom left, you have a research lab, which isn't unlocked to you yet, but this is where you're going to be using a lot of the currency. So here, you can see there's a bunch of different types of characters, and just for this explanation, I'm going to just call them factions. So you have the Fisherman Research faction, Spear Bearer, Light Bearer, Scout, Wave Controller, and Special Position. So as soon as you first unlock this, they'll give you enough to do it 3 times. Just to give you a little example, so you'll get enough to do it 3 times, which is, I believe, is 50. It was 50 originally, each upgrade. But now that the faction is at level 2, it is now at 55 per upgrade. See, just down below, the rest are 50. So it did increase by an increment. It's just a little bit 5 more, so it's not too much, but I'm pretty sure down the line when you start upgrading this more, it'd be a lot more. So I'm explaining how the cycle goes. So for example, let's say I'm just level 1, like I just started off, like I'm like the Spear Bearer, for example. What would happen is, actually, you know what, just for purposes, I'll actually refresh, just so you can see. So first off, I'll have my first upgrade. You see I'm at 0%, right? Let's do it for the Spear Bearer, because this is the class I use the most. Well, faction. These are the characters I use the most, which is Rak, Masheni, and the other Masheni. So first off, I'm on the HP. You can see it's highlighted red. When you enhance, you'll enhance that, right? It will move on to the next stat, which will be attack percent. I enhance that. And then the next one will be the defense percent. I enhance that. And then it will return to its original placement, and then you will continue the cycle once again, increasing your stats, of course. It'll be 0.5%, so the increase isn't as large as it was on your first initial upgrade. But, you know, of course, this is basically going to be just for a lot of them, you know. You get like a 3.9, 3.7, 3.8. And then it'll be like, you know, small increments later, lower percentages. And then that's basically about it. So you'll just be increasing those stats. And when you do get to this point, you know, this video will help you decide which characters you're focusing on for which of your classes, and if they're, you know, if they synergize well, and which ones you want to increase. So like if you're running a dark team, it would be really good to upgrade the light bear research, because, you know, you're going to be using Rachel and probably Kun most likely. So, you know, increasing both of them will actually give you a substantial increase in your power, because they're both going to be there, and those are like two core characters for the dark team. That's pretty good. In my case, obviously I did Spear Bear, and that's these three. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's about it, you know. Like, of course, like I said before, this isn't going to be something that you're probably not going to be getting to for a long while, but it's something good to know beforehand before you get to it. Later on, I'll probably cover maybe another video explaining what characters are probably good for the underground laboratory, and see which ones work for what character. Of course, it's probably going to take me a couple weeks because I have to wait for the seasons to change, and then, you know, then I have to do the testing, and then on top of that I only have 5 attempts. So we'll see when we get there. I'm gonna just try asking around, maybe the bigger whales, see what they think about it, and then what characters they're probably using and whatnot, to see if we could try to formulate like an average character, or, you know, best characters that are going to be used for it. Well, I think that's about it. I got everything covered. I don't think I missed out on anything. So if you like the video, be sure to, you know, drop a sub and a like, and then, you know, I'll be back with more content in the near future. Stay blessed.